Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and as I was waiting for my Parrot Bebop 2 FPV to arrive, I watched a lot of YouTube videos on that particular quadcopter, and also watched a lot of Helder Hugo's videos and enjoyed them very much. And one of the things that I thought came with the Parrot Bebop was the telemetry data that was shown at the bottom of the screen. I later learned that that was something that you added on later. And once I got some videos made, I wanted to be sure to put that at the bottom of my screen. And it took me a long time to figure out where to go, what to do, how to get started. And so I thought, since I've got it figured out now, I'll put together a video to help those of you who want to get started. And I don't want to take too much of your time, but what we're going to do, we're going to cover how to download the Free Flight Pro onto your cell phone or tablet, how to sign up for the Parrot Cloud so you can get that information, how to download the Flight Data Manager, and how to download and install both of those, the Garmin Verb Edit program. Both of these are free. Everything is free. And then how to place the Bebop video, your video from your Bebop into a selected folder somewhere on your computer. And then how to open the Flight Manager and use it, and then go through a step-by-step walk through to the finish of creating the video and with all the data at the bottom. And I'll actually do one and go right through it with you. So that's what we're going to do, and let's go ahead and get started. Well, on your smartphone, you want to go into your App Store, and when you get to the App Store, do a search for Free Flight Pro. Free Flight is one word, but you could probably find it using two words. Free Flight Pro. And once you find that, then click on it to download it. And as you can see, mine has already been downloaded, but you will have to go ahead and click on download and get it onto your phone. And then once you get it installed on your smartphone, we'll go ahead and open it up. And once you get it open, you will see the screen that is kind of an introductory screen. And right now we're not interested in that. What we're looking at now, we need to go up to the upper right-hand corner and click on My Flights. It's up in the upper right-hand corner. When you get in there, you'll notice you have no flights listed or logged with the cloud at this point. So in order to get those, you need to go ahead and click on Connect to the Parrot Cloud. When you connect to the Parrot Cloud, it'll bring you to a page where you will go through a standard sign-up procedure like you would normally do for anything. You have to create a username and password. And I think you probably will also receive a confirmation email after you go ahead and get all signed up. Now that you've got your membership in the Parrot Cloud and you're connected up that way, the next thing that you'll want to do is go to Free Flight Pro. You've already logged in there and signed up, but you need to connect to your drone. So you simply hook up the connection here to your phone, have your drone turned on, and have your controller turned on. And that will connect you to your drone. And then it wants to ask you this question, so if you just hit don't ask me every time, just say okay, and it gets connected up. Now you're connected to your drone, and I don't have any picture showing because I've got the cover on the front of the drone, but you're connected now, and you're ready to look at your flights. And so you hit My Flights, and if you've had any recent flights, then they show up here. And if you want to take a look at it, well, then you go ahead and you'll see the summary here, and then the GPS layout using Google Earth, and the graphics are also available there. So this is what you'll need in order to get started and use the overlays in your videos. And after you've come home from a flight, you want to hook this all up again and give your Bebop time to run through your Wi-Fi at home and send all the information to the application manager program. So that's the first step that you need to do. And then the next step is to get it all hooked up together on your computer. All right, this is the flight data manager that was put together by a man named Kenneth Jensen, and on his free time, and he likes to be a good programmer. And so I'll put a link to this page on the bottom of this video, and it'll take you to where it says step-by-step guide for creating your own video. So we'll just go straight there from the top. And that gets you down to, it tells you step by step what to go through, and you can follow this, and you wouldn't even have to listen to this video, but it's very detailed. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a quickie video to show you how it goes. So the first thing we need to do is we need to download the Garmin Verb Edit, and it's free. So you click on that link, and it'll take you here. And you'll scroll down to right here. And you can either, if you got a PC, you download that. If you got a Mac, you download that one. So that's the first thing that you need to do. And get that done. And then you go back to the Flight Data Manager or page. And then we're going to need to download the Flight Data Manager tool. And so you click on that link, and that drops you down to the bottom of the same page, and you get the latest version. Click on that, and I believe it's a zip file. Yeah, it's a zip file. So you'll have to unzip it. So go through the normal process that you normally go through for installing programs on your computer, and get that all installed. And then we'll be ready to get started using the tool to put your video together and start making videos with telemetry data at the bottom. So the next step that we're going to go through is actually setting up some files on the computer and start running the software that we've got available. Okay, now that you've got all your data uploaded to the Parrot Cloud, you're ready to start downloading the data into a folder on your computer where you can, you'll have reference to those when you go to the Verb Edit and start putting the graphics on top of your video. So what I do is I create a separate folder for every flight, and so this is our one here. I call it Demo, and here's the graphic that I have chosen to use. And you'll notice the way this reads. Let me go up here and click on View, and we'll change this to Details. And you can see how this reads. This is Bebop 2 2016, and 12th month, 15th day, and it was 15:34 and 34 seconds. So it was 3:34 in the afternoon when I made this video. So that's how you read those numbers. So we've got that ready. Now we need to download our telemetry data to this same folder. It's just a good idea. You don't have to, but it's a real good idea. It keeps things organized. And by the way, when I make a video, this little subfolder here, you don't need that. But if I make videos for YouTube, I save all the extra files and video and audio stuff that I have created to go along with this video. So you wouldn't need that there. All right, so we're going to close this up, and we're going to go to the Flight Data Manager, which is right here. And you'll notice a flash. You see that flash? That's the sign-in screen. So that's the first thing you're going to run into on your first time logging in, or every time if you don't save your passwords. So you'll have to sign in, and then you'll get to this page right here. And the first thing we want to do is go up to the button. There's a lot of buttons here. We're going to look at a couple more of them. But anyway, the button up here at the top that says Load Data from the Parent Cloud. All right, well, you've signed in, so now it's going to know whose data to go look for. So when you click on that, it's going to bring in all the data that that you from your flights. You notice I haven't been doing this very long, but anyway, I started. Looks like I started on the 10th of January here. No, I'm sorry, the 10th of December. So, but we were looking at one. It was December 15th. Remember, it was 12:15, and it was at 15:34 in the afternoon, 34 seconds. That's the one we were looking at. Okay, so that's the one that we want to download the information from and put it on in our folder on our computer. So I just double click here, and then that brings up a graphic display of the data. So here we have all the telemetry data that will be sent to us if we would like that. Now, by the way, I didn't mention earlier, but you're going to probably want Google Earth on your computer, because if you switch to maps down here at the bottom, if you click on that, you'll get a Google Earth image and a map of your flight that you made on that particular day. So that's kind of handy to have, but it's not necessary. Okay, so now we know we've got our data, and we're going to export that to our the folder that we have on the computer. So this is the button that we're going to click, Export Data to Files. So we'll click on that, and it's probably going to go straight to the folder because I've practiced this already. So there we have it, my desktop and my demo folder. So we're just going to select that folder. All right. So what I need to do is go back to the desktop, and then I need to go down to Demo and make sure that that's displayed down here in the bottom. Okay. And all we do is we just select that folder. And once we click on Select Folder, now it has sent all the information to that folder. It wants to know if we want to open up Google Earth and look at the same map that we just looked at through Google Earth, and we don't have time to do that today, so we're going to say no. Okay, now then, we are through using our Flight Data Manager for this flight, so we'll click on Close. We'll go down here and we'll open up our demo folder, and you'll notice now we have several more files in that folder. Okay. And let's go back to View, and let's go to Large Icons, and it makes it easier. So we have a CSV file, which is comma separated CSV, comma separated values. I can't remember what the V is for, but anyway, that's you can open that up in your spreadsheet. Here's the file that Google Earth would use, and here's our couple of files here that let's see. Let's go back to View again, and let's go to Details, and let's look at these files, because there's this one here, which has got all the same information, but it's going to give us our information in feet. Okay, or if you like to use meters, this is the file we'll use, and we'll pick that one eventually, and that gives us our information in meters. So now we've got everything we need on our computer to go ahead and start using the Garmin verb edit file and combining everything together to make an overlay that's going to go at the bottom or wherever you want to locate it of our video. So we're set to go. Now we just have to go open up the Garmin verb edit and start selecting the files from this folder that we're going to use. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier was before you can put the templates onto your video, you have to install them on your computer. And in order to do that, before you do anything else, you click on this button right here on the right hand side, and that takes you to the video section, or to the section where they have a video. I'll stop the video from running. I could go through the process of deleting all my templates and reinstalling them, but I've already got them in there. So what you want to do is click on Install Garmin Web Templates using feet, and then I also did it install Garmin Web Templates using meters. So that's why I get two of them on the screen. Anyway, and then when you get all through doing that, you just click on OK, and then you're ready to go ahead and start loading data from the Parrot cloud. Forgot to mention that earlier, so that's one thing that's an absolutely must. You have to download those templates. So now we'll get ready to get to work. All right, now we are ready to start putting all of our information together in the Garmin Verb Edit program. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to my little shortcut and bring up the program. Now it's loading up all the clips that I've used in the past. We'll go ahead and maximize that. It's loading up all those, and it's ready to go here. Now this is a good editing program, and so it works well. And I don't use it to edit with, so I use other programs. But I use this to put the data on my videos. So first of all, we got to go over here and click on Create Video. And it's going to want us to give it a name, so we'll just call it. Well, we'll backspace because it doesn't want to listen to me. My demo. Okay. Create video. Once we got a name for it. Okay. Now then, it wants me to find that video, and so I'm going to import clips and photos up here at the top. I'll click on that. And then I want to go over here and just click on Import Other. I don't want anything that's preset or anything, so I'm going to pick my video. And because I've practiced this once, it takes me to the folder that we've been working with, but you would have to click around on that first time and find where your video is located. So I'm going to click on that one, and we'll click on Open. And we're going to click on Import Only. Okay, now this is going to take a while. As you can see, it's optimizing that video to use with this program. So I'm going to break away from this, and we'll come back when it's optimized. Okay, our video is optimized. Now we can move on to the next step. We'll click on OK. And our video that we just imported is right here. And you'll notice down here at the bottom it says drag and drop clips here to add them to your video. So we're going to drag the video down and put it there. And now we're ready to go ahead and put our G-metrics information in. So go up here and we click on G-metrics. And then we got to come down here to find the G-metrics that we're looking for. We click on that. And then it says to import them. So go up here and we'll click on Import G-metrics. And we have to go to My Computer. Okay, so we're going to go to My Computer. We'll come down here to Browse. And because I've practiced this, here's our folder that we are going to drag our information from. And you'll notice it doesn't show all the folders, just the ones that apply. This is the one that says do not use this. All right, so we're going to use, this is the one for feet, and this is the one for meters. And I like to use feet because I live in the USA. So we'll click on that, and we'll click on Open. Okay, now it shows the outline of our information. We can go down here and we can click on Use This Log. We know we got the right one, so we'll click on that. Okay, and now it's waiting for us to find the template that we're going to use. And previous to this, you have downloaded the templates that go along with the Parrot Bebop. So we're going to go up here and we're going to go to Templates up here at the top. And what I do is I just use it on, just use all, and then because those were the last ones put into the program, I come down to the bottom. And there's the templates that have been created. And there's different templates, like for instance, you can use, well, let's just pick this one here, for instance. And that's what it would look like, okay? Or you can pick this one. And it puts this little thing up at the top, and it's got all that information. I like to use number 5. And so that's the one we're going to use for this. Now, by the way, if you've done everything right, when you click on play, you'll notice that the template starts to react to what's going on in the video. Of course, there's not much going on right now, but it's there. Now we're starting to move, and you can see that the template is following the movement. So we know that we're looking. So we'll just pause that because we don't need to play with that. Now we're ready to go ahead and put everything together. So we've got everything we need. We like what we see, and we go up to the very top up here, and we click on export. Now when we click on export, by the way, let's go back here. We'll go back, because here you can decide whether you want it full or 720 or what. You know, this will process it faster, but you won't have as good a video. I like to have good quality video. So we go up there, we change that. Then we come over to export, and 60 frames per second is a good choice. And then the target quality, we want it to be, I like mine to be maximum, okay? So now we are ready to go, but we have to, first of all, browse to the folder that we're going to use. So we'll go down here and we'll click on Browse, and we're going to go to the desktop. And then we're going to pick that folder right there. Now, once again, we're just selecting the folder. So we pick our demo folder, we click on Select Folder, and we're ready to go. All right, so we got everything we want. By the way, you could also say this was created by Verb, but you know, we don't need to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and start exporting this video. And this is the part that you have to wait a long time for it to finish. So click on export, and you might as well go have lunch, or maybe lunch and dinner, because this is going to take quite a while. So this is the part that everybody wants it to get over with, but it doesn't. So that's where we are, and we'll come back when it's all finished. All right, we have our video exported, so we're all finished. We'll click on Done, and that brings us back to the editing page. And normally I minimize it, and just in case I have to change something, so we'll minimize that. We'll go in here, go to our folder, and we're going to look for My Demo, which is right there. We'll double click on that, and there's video. And there's our telemetry data. And so it's starting out, and we're taking off, and everything's working. So there you go. That's the way that you go about adding telemetry data to your Bebop videos. I hope this has been helpful, and I want to thank you for watching. God bless you.